Courtney, thank you so much for taking the time to fill us in on your research proposal that you focused on this semester. It truly jumped out to me right when I started off watching. I am also a teacher and I teach in kindergarten, so I get a strong glimpse into the ADHD and really just the early beginning stages. Oftentimes I think every single one of them could be ADHD. And then as time goes on, I really begin to see different aspects of ADHD come out in ways that I didn't understand before I started teaching. And I agree that I think definitely it starts in their social scene and their social environment is really where we see it off the bat, especially at the kindergarten age. I was just looking through the notes I wrote about your video. I love your different approaches that you took for your random sampling idea. I think each of those places like pediatricians, clinical offices, any households, any parents who have children already diagnosed with ADHD is truly one of the best approaches you can take. I think their wealth of knowledge would really just send your study on the right track and on the right path. Each of these group of people, really I think would be devoted to this idea and really wanting to see and give you the groundwork to be able to start in order to move on with your study. I think it's very important to make sure these students are in school settings, like you said. Homeschooling probably wouldn't be the best option. Even kind of like the pre-K age would probably be a little bit too young, but making sure you find that good sweet spot of kindergarten and first grade and kind of regular class sizes and that everyday normal school routine definitely would give you good insight into just how much impactful this could be. The importance of giving the survey to the children's teachers. I really like that you pointed this out because I think the teachers see the child really often sometimes for how they truly are. When you get a kid out of the household, when you get a kid out of their comfort zone, when you get a kid from 8 to 3 and having them in different environments like reading or at PE or on recess, maybe math time in the morning, in the afternoons, you really just see a whole spectrum of this kid, especially from say August to May or, from the beginning of a school year and on. So I definitely agree with the importance of giving it to their parents, their teachers, and then also the children. It's really interesting sometimes for me as a teacher when we get parent feedback on things and then how we kind of see it and the difference that you see from how they act at home and how they may act from school is very interesting. I think this study would be extremely beneficial for elementary school counselors, like you said. I think this approach is one that's probably not often used as much as people would think. So I just appreciate you coming with the idea. And as I was kind of reading through this and you talked about using siblings and just really that this could start at home. A verse that is very common but kind of jumped out to me was 1 Corinthians 13, 4-7. And it's love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, and it is not proud. And then love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. I think our homes are supposed to be the place where love is patient and love is kind. Siblings hopefully aren't envious, and that they're really taking the time to help their siblings out. And if they learn these different strategies, just how impactful that could be for these kids in their homes. So I thought it was all very great and helpful, and I would definitely be really intrigued at more into it and understanding it and maybe taking it into my school. So thank you. Great job.